Hey everybody, and welcome back to the board meeting. Today I'm doing sort of this board game spotlight, which I really haven't done too much. What we're going to be talking about today is Unmatched, and more specifically, the newest expansion that has come out for Unmatched, and that is Deadpool Unmatched. And it's just a single character set, which there's only been one other single character set that they've released with Bruce Lee. But if you have never played Unmatched, what Unmatched is sort of this dueling card game that has miniatures in it. And it's a 2 to 4 player game. You can either play one-on-one or do teams with 2-on-2. And there's 20 different characters that you can pick from, and every player will pick one character. And what you'll get with these characters, you'll get a miniature of them, you'll get a health token, which will tell you what your health is at currently, and you will get, if they got allies and sidekicks, you'll get sidekick tokens and stuff like that, and you'll get a deck. And the deck is very thematic to what that character is. And all of these characters will have some sort of special ability, some special power. And what you're trying to do is battle these other characters until there's only one character remaining. Or if you're playing the team game, only your team is left. The very brief overview of what Unmatched is. Very fun game. I rank it very, very highly. I love it. But today we're just talking about the newest set, Deadpool. And if you don't know what Deadpool is sort of this Marvel Comics superhero that's very silly, a very silly character in the Marvel Universe, and he likes to break the fourth wall, whichever medium he is currently in. If it's comic books, he'll talk to the readers. If it's a movie, he'll talk to the people watching the movie. He's done video games, and now he's doing board games. And he's sort of a mature level character. If you've seen the movies, I think they're rated either R or mature. For this board game deck, though, this deck for this Unmatched set, I would let my kid play this. There's nothing crude about the deck. It's just a silly deck, so you won't have to worry about it being a little bit too raunchy for kids to play. You don't have to worry about that with this set, which is fortunate for me, I think, because I can have my kid play this game. First, let's talk about him. Well, I'll show you his miniature first. His miniature's rather neat. I really like him. One of my favorite miniatures in the game. Now, here's his health dial. Pretty cool. And you can see it just slides around if you haven't played Unmatched. And his actual deck of cards. And Deadpool is a melee character, so he has to be adjacent to other characters to attack them. And he doesn't have any allies, so he's completely solo. He can only move 2, and his health is actually 10, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the lowest in the game. 10 is very, very low. And his special ability is, after you attack, Deadpool recovers 1 health. And so it kind of contradicts itself there, because only having 10 health, you want to play careful, because if you get hit a couple of times, that can really deplete your health pretty low already. But his special ability wants you to be aggressive, but his health wants you to be conservative. So it's kind of this balancing act with him. Also, he's got like a little silly thing on the bottom. If your opponent's real name is Logan, all your attacks get +5. And that's kind of how his deck is. It likes to interact with the real world. For Deadpool, he is kind of a wild card in the Unmatched series. Why I say that is all of his cards are unique. They're all different. He doesn't have any copies of his other cards in the deck. And other Unmatched characters have 2 or 3 sometimes of the same cards in their deck. All of these cards are different, so you never know what he is going to do. He does actually have copies of other character cards in his deck. He actually went and stole, like, there's a card he stole from Medusa. There's cards he stole from Invisible Man, from Dracula. And it's just kind of funny. And the theme of this, it seems like Deadpool got mad because they're going to be releasing all these Marvel sets. And maybe he didn't get announced for one of the sets, so he went out and made his own set. And you can tell his cards are just made out of random things, and he actually wrote on these cards. So he's got his own handwritten stuff on here. And This is a very thematic deck to me. He breaks the fourth wall in this game quite a bit. He's got cards that will interact with the real world. For example, I won't go over all of these cards because half the fun of this deck is discovering the humor of these cards. But I'll go over this card, which is a versatile card. You can use it for attack or defense. It's 2, but is during combat, if there's food on the table, it actually turns it to a 5. So it will interact with the real world, which is very, very fun, very neat thing. And he also has this sort of legacy card in this deck, which I won't show you it because it's pretty funny. But you'll end up actually writing on this card, and that you writing on this card will change things in the future when you play this deck. So I thought that was funny. There's so many funny cards in this. Uh, I have never played a game. I shouldn't say never, but it's very rare where you play a game where people audibly laugh at some of the jokes on this, on cards and everything. When I was playing this, whether I was playing as Deadpool or playing against Deadpool, you draw a card and you look at it and you laugh. These are funny cards. I really, I really liked it. It's pretty great. Um, as far as a character, overall, he's a good character. I definitely don't think he's powerful. Um, and maybe that's just my plays with him. But having only the 10 health and being a melee character with no sidekicks, he does have regeneration cards and his ability to regenerate some health. But you get hit a couple times in this game and you are in trouble. So I definitely don't think he's powerful. I won't go as far as saying he's weak because I haven't played it enough to say that. He's just had not that great of luck. He might be a very luck-dependent character. You might need to get luck on your draws in order to do well with him, but maybe that's just me. So who is this deck for? If you're a Deadpool fan, obviously get this game. If you are an Unmatched fan, get this set. Unless you are a very serious Unmatched player. If you play Unmatched like you play chess, where it's a quiet game, you are strategizing like crazy, it's maybe something you might not like. You might not like that the cards will change things depending on certain situations. You might not enjoy that aspect, but my group has really enjoyed it. I said Deadpool hasn't really won in while we're playing, but I can tell you the person that was playing Deadpool in those games was having the most fun out of anybody when I was playing. So who really won is the question. Well, it's the person who won. But if you had fun, you won too. Come on. So yeah, I really like this deck. I really would I'd recommend it for any Unmatched fans, basically. I enjoyed this deck. One thing I'm worried about is that maybe the jokes will wear themselves out after a bit, but I really want to show all of my friends this deck and have them play it. It's just fun. And that's pretty much my overall thoughts on the new Deadpool Unmatched set. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more weekly content from me, Shane, at the board meeting in the future. I hope you all have an amazing day, and take care, everyone.